which that's still a trine. But if you get certain practical, if I'm gonna say this, if you get a lot of earth or air, if you come across an earth or air astrologer, then they're gonna try to break down how the degrees gonna separate or something like that. You come across a fire or water astrologer, then they're gonna tell you it doesn't matter. If it's in that sign, it's in that sign. Degrees just means how much emphasis it has on it. But it's gonna be, I don't care if you 1 degree, I don't care if you 1 degree Gemini sun sign and 29 degrees Libra moon sign, you're still going to be a trine to a fire or a water sign. They're just going to say the emphasis on it is lighting up. Now, if you're talking to an air or earth astrologer, they're going to break it down like, well, you're kind of a semi-square or now fuck all that shit. Because semi, that means semi-regression or semi-progression. So that's little shit we go through every day. A square to me is if I gotta find a pencil because I need to write somebody's number down, but I can't find a pencil at the time. I may find the pencil 20 seconds later. That's semi. That's shit we don't really give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? So, who cares? Now, when we talk about the basic construct of the trine, now when we raise ourselves, right? Now, the reason why I said that, because now, my earth sign, aka sun sign, whatever you call it, 17 degrees Aries. Now, when we go into 7th dimension and above, and we go into the realm of reality I live in, and not where I live in, but it's a little lower, but it's higher than this one. It's a website called Constellation of Words. I want y'all to go to Constellation of Words, and it breaks down the solar systems and stuff like that, and that's around us, and well, basically the constellations, not the solar systems. It revolves around our solar system, which is the Milky Way, but it has a lot of information about a lot of other constellations from other solar systems. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to talk about is, for an example, when I break it down as in my sun is 17 degrees Aries. So Earth, sun sign, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's how I play it out. But the basic spirit of that nature, my actions and the way I act don't come from this Milky Way, this solar system. It comes from the Draco constellation. And the Draco constellation isn't from this solar system. It's from another solar system. You know what I'm saying? This solar system is the Milky Way. So the way I act in my actions, y'all may see it or perceive it as unusual or unique, or why does that, this, that, and third. It's because the basic, I may be an Aries to say it to y'all, but the basic construct, go to Constellation of Words, the basic construct of it is from Draco. It's dragon-like, it's snake-like, it's a flying snake, it's notice second dust. It's notice second dust, so it's right in the gut of the Draco constellation. So it's in flames, it's in it's integrity, it's gut feeling, it's psyche, it's intentional, it's what you can perceive, it's what you can see, what you can feel from the gut, and it's fiery. So we know fiery burns through perceptions and sees through realities. So we know the Draco constellation is my actions and the way I act. So if you want to go look upon the Draco constellation, boom, that's my sun sign. Now, my moon sign is my moon sign is basically, it is from this solar system, which it's in 8 degrees Sagittarius. But when we go 7D and above, a little higher, and go a higher little consciousness, and raise our vibrations and consciousness a little bit, then we go to another realm of reality where, see, when we talk about your sun and your earth sign, we just talking about it from an earth perspective. When we talk about constellations and stuff, we have to talk about it from a space perspective. I don't give a fuck about the position of the earth if I'm on Pleiades, or if I'm in the Gentiles, or you know what I'm saying, if I'm in some shit like, if I'm in Ophiuchus or some shit like that, I don't give a fuck about the earth placement, because from my placement, things gonna look like this way. So I'm trying to talk to y'all from an Archangel Uriel perspective. Now, my moon sign is 8 degrees Sagittarius, which is the fixed star Antares. You go look up on that. And fixed star Antares is the manifestation of the energy of the Archangel Uriel. Now, that the basic construct of that placement, when we talk about it from a space perspective, not an earth perspective, that planet is in the constellation of Scorpio, and it's in the heart of the constellation of Scorpio. So my moon sign is from here. This is why my name is able to be in Bibles, like Uriel. I'm able to be talked about in Bibles. I'm able to. You can't get somebody from motherfucking Canis Major. You can't get nobody or the conjurers or the dog constellations. You're not gonna see none of those in the Bible because they're not from the solar system. So the basic construct of understanding and the beings that use Yang to utilize the humans amongst this solar system, they're not gonna be aware of that type of stuff that to be associated with religion or anything, because it's not part of this solar system construct. Now, by you being a human placed on Earth and the basic construct that you're going to see, the reason why I'm telling you why you see Archangel Uriel's energy, my energy into that stuff, because I'm actually from this construct of whatever beings in Yang try to utilize. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here as a vessel to try to show you otherwise. So the God that you understand as far as this solar system and the Milky Way we're in right now, you can get a better understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I injected myself into this matrix, to get you to understand that. So when we talk about like beings and stuff like that, this is why I'm able to be talked about in the Bible, or be talked about in certain places and realms of reality dealing with religion and spirituality and stuff like that, because I'm from this construct. Now, for the most part, I'm here to teach the knowledge of the stars. If you want to go look in the book of Enoch, you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm trying to get y'all a good understanding of why I don't have to read books, why I don't have to study. I never studied astrology a day in my life. This is why I don't have to. This is why I didn't have to graduate. This is why I didn't have to learn this, that, and the third. I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm here to do. But one thing a person can't tell me is throughout my life, I wasn't acting in my nature. I don't care how young I was. I always acted in my nature. I always did this, that, and the third in order for my own nature to understand. And God looked at it like that was a being that I could be able to utilize as a vessel, because I know my word or my doings to get carried out in the way that I wanted to get carried out. So that's how I was chosen, but I've chose myself also. So it's a yin and yang aspect to it. So I say that to say this. That's why I'm in the loop in this solar system the way I am. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're not going to get anybody from freaking Andromeda. You're not going to get no beings in Andromeda, you're not going to see no beings from Andromeda in the Bible, or Cepheus or anything. You're not going to see none of that. You're just going to see other stuff around it. You're not going to, because they're not from this solar system. They're constellations from other solar systems, and they're just kind of close to ours. Like, our solar system is a state. You know what I'm saying? It's a state. Our star systems in it, which is our zodiac wheel and our fixed stars stuff, those are the cities. You know what I'm saying? Within the states. The country you in is the galaxy you in. You know what I'm saying? That's the galaxy you in. You know what I'm saying? And the universe is the world we in. So look at it like this. The universe will be our globe on Earth, right? The country you in will be your little galaxy. You know what I'm saying? That's the country you in, right? The state you in is your solar system within that galaxy, which our solar system is the Milky Way. You know what I'm saying? We got another solar system right next to us. Don't know what it's called. Well, it's Andromeda. We got a bunch of those. You know what I'm saying? Then the cities is the constellation, which is all the stars. The people in it, the cities, and the constellations. The constellations and the people is the asteroids, the little rocks. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. That's how it's like. So when they want to start talking about a fucus and bullshit like that, they want to say that's the 13th sign. No, a fucus ain't the 13th sign. A fucus is a constellation from another solar system, our neighbor solar system. And what happens is it's a little closer to our solar system than a lot of other constellations. So it's not that hard to astral travel to a fucus. It's like right next door. Like, I've been to a fucus millions of times. It's close. I've seen it. It's close. And the area of our 360 wheel is closest to is between Scorpio and Sagittarius. So wherever it came from landed and blend it between our Scorpio and Sagittarius star system, cities, and shit like that. So when it start doing squares and sextiles and oppositions, it's going to start creating new energies and new stars, new cities and shit like that. But look, it's not the 13th sign. Whatever constellation, whatever solar system it came from, the constellation holds more than 30 degrees. So it's going to cover over more than one sign. And then it came in the direction of our solar system. It came in on our wheel on a cusp between Scorpio and Sagittarius. So a lot of traits, when a lot of people who are born around the time that these stars are blending in, they're going to have a lot of Ophiuchus traits. But Ophiuchus is another solar system, and it got another energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just here blended in with our energies, and it's a part of us. It's not added on. It's not a 13. Don't ever let nobody tell you it's a 13 sign. It's just added on. You know what I'm saying? So that's like if I come to your city, right? Say I come to your state. I didn't create a new state. I just came and blended in with y'all state. So now I'm just another piece in y'all state. Ophiuchus is just a few more stars. Ophiuchus is just a constellation that came into the middle of our constellations already here, which is Scorpio and Sagittarius. So it's a lot of Ophiuchus people is going to have a lot of steamy traits, a blending between water and fire. You know what I'm saying? And basically have a lot of, which I could break down Ophiuchus, but it's not a 13th sign. It's a constellation from another solar system. We still got our 12 constellations. That Ophiuchus came from another. It detached itself from another solar system and just made itself a part of ours in the area of Scorpio and Sagittarius. That's it. It didn't make itself a part to the point it's 13 signs. No, it's always going to be a 360 in our zodiac wheel. So, you know, you have to understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in this video, but I'm making part 2. But look, you know what I'm saying? To know how you're going to get utilized, they look at your basic construct, see where your spiritual awareness comes from, which is the actual constellation. When you take yourself out of this realm and look at everything as a whole, is see what path you on and to see what basic spiritual energy you're going to be carrying. That's when I said go on constellation of words. Look at all your degrees and see what all fixed stars you is, so you can know where the essence of your spirit come from. And the essence, that be the beings that utilize where when you got constructed on Earth, all your planets on Earth, that's how it's getting utilized. The beings is the actual essence, the spirit where they come from, which is constellation of words. Go to your actual degrees. That's going to be the actual energy of the beings that's utilizing you, and then they came down and utilized you through your actual earth signs, your Mercury, your sun sign, your moon sign, and all that. That's how they utilize you through that. And then once you know thyself and get consciously aware and rise your vibrations, you'll know how to balance yourself between these type of realms of realities to know what you're actually here to actually do or not. And to know what you're actually been getting used as a vessel for or not. To know what you're being used as a vessel for right now, you need to go to constellation of words, know your degrees, and go see what fucking beings is utilizing your sun, moon, Mercury's, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Air. And then part 2 is I'm gonna explain where these beings is they're good for you or they're bad for you, and what side of the spectrum they're on, and where you actually from and shit like that. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Air.